Welcome to the It Factor, where Jimmy and I exploring a new blog post by Mr. Len Kaplan, CEO of CDML, a managed service provider in Queens, New York.
Yeah, and they offer a really incredible suite of services. We're talking network management, VoIP, UCaaS, cybersecurity, compliance.
Right, plus infrastructure as a service, cloud solutions, and, Microsoft 365 and Azure solutions.
Exactly. They basically build and protect the digital backbone for organizations.
So if you're a small business owner or manage IT for a growing organization, this episode is for you.
It absolutely is, because the stuff Len Kaplan is seeing on the front lines, it's a massive wake-up call.
Yeah, it really is. Today we are unpacking a specific post, and the title is iPhone Users on Alert, Why Keeping Your Devices Updated is More Critical Than Ever.
Which sounds like standard advice, right? But the context here is wild.
Oh, totally. Our mission today is to break down this newly leaked iPhone exploit kit. We're going to explain how these attacks actually work, why literally no one is immune, and how to protect your business.
Because the stakes have genuinely never been higher.
For sure. And real quick, if you find this deep dive helpful as we go along, please click that thumbs up button. It really helps other business owners find this info before it's too late.
All right, so let's just jump right in. We have to talk about Apple's reputation first.
Right, the walled garden.
Exactly. For a decade, people have had this, psychological safety net when they buy an Apple device. The assumption is just, Macs and iPhones don't get viruses.
Which is such a dangerous comfort zone to be in. You think you're totally insulated from the chaos of the internet.
But this new alert from security researchers, it completely shatters that illusion.
It really does. Because they've confirmed an exploit kit that can compromise millions of iPhones has been publicly leaked.
Out in the wild, anyone can get it.
And I want to pause here because leaked exploit kit sounds, I don't know, a little abstract.
Yeah, it's very tech-heavy jargon.
So, think about it like this. Imagine a highly skilled burglar figures out a microscopic flaw in a top-of-the-line deadbolt. A lock that millions of people have on their front doors right now.
A master key, essentially.
Right. And if that burglar keeps the secret to themselves, they rob a few houses. Bad, obviously, but limited.
But that's not what happened here.
No. Instead, the burglar wrote a step-by-step tutorial, created a 3D printable master key, and just posted the whole package online for anyone to download for free.
That is exactly what this is. The danger isn't just that a vulnerability exists. The real danger is the sudden accessibility of it.
Because now you don't need to be a coding genius, right?
Not at all. It dramatically lowers the barrier to entry. You don't need to spend months reverse engineering macOS or iOS architecture.
You just download and deploy.
Exactly. It turns high-level cyber warfare into plug-and-play software. And once this stuff is public, attackers move with terrifying speed.
Like within days.
Days? Sometimes even hours. The window between a vulnerability being discovered and it being actively used against regular people is shrinking to almost zero.
Wow. Okay, but let me play devil's advocate for a second, because I know what you might be thinking if you're listening to this.
The I'm not a target myth.
Yes. If I'm a small business owner, say I run a boutique marketing agency or a local accounting firm in Queens, I'm thinking I don't have state secrets on my phone. Why would a hacker waste this shiny new master key on me?
I hear that all the time, and it is arguably the single most dangerous assumption a business owner can make today.
Because it's not personal, is it?
Not at all. Modern cyber attacks don't work like they do in the movies. There's no hacker in a hoodie typing your specific name into a terminal.
Right. It's not a targeted assassination. It's a dragnet.
Perfectly said. It's just math. It relies entirely on automation. Think of these exploit kits like a massive fleet of malicious digital Roombas.
Digital Roombas. I like that.
They just unleash these automated scripts that bounce around the internet, scanning millions of devices at the same time, mindlessly bumping into digital doors.
Just checking the deadbolt.
Exactly. They do not care who you are or what your revenue is. If the flaw is there, the script triggers. You don't have to be important. You just have to be vulnerable.
Okay, but how does the script actually get in? Because we've all had years of security training. Don't click the sketchy link. Don't open the weird attachment.
Right, it's the standard advice.
But Len Kaplan points out that with these modern exploits, you don't even have to click anything for your phone to get compromised. How is that even possible?
Yeah, so this is the terrifying reality of a zero-click attack.
Zero click, meaning literally zero interaction.
Zero interaction. To understand it, think about what happens when someone texts you an image. You don't have to open the message to see a tiny preview of the photo in your notification banner.
Right, it just pops up on the lock screen.
Exactly. Your phone's operating system automatically processes that incoming data in the background to generate that thumbnail for you.
So the phone is doing the heavy lifting before you even touch it.
Yes. And hackers exploit that exact background process. They hide executable malicious code deep inside the formatting of an image file.
Oh, wow.
So when your app automatically tries to render that preview, it accidentally triggers the hidden code. The system's own attempt to be helpful is what executes the malware.
That is mind-blowing. So the simple act of receiving the text unlocks the door. I don't touch the screen, I don't open the app,
And you're breached?
and I'm guessing there's no warning? No red flashing skull on my screen?
None. The breach is completely invisible. It operates entirely in the background.
That is genuinely scary. So once that invisible breach happens, once the digital Roomba gets inside the house, what's the actual damage?
Well, the first phase is almost always aggressive data theft. The script just starts scraping the device.
Stealing business emails, contacts, text messages.
All of it. But the real gold mine is stored credentials.
Oh, right. Because we all save our passwords in our browsers for convenience.
Exactly. Those credentials are the keys to your digital life. Once they have those, the attacker can move from just compromising your phone to compromising your entire cloud environment.
Because they can do account takeovers.
Right. And since they have access to your texts, they can literally intercept your two-factor authentication codes in real time.
Wait, really? So they log into my corporate email or my banking app, and when the bank texts me the 6-digit code,
The hacker sees it immediately. The system thinks it's you.
so they essentially become you.
Yes. They can also hijack the microphone or camera for surveillance. But honestly, for a business, the absolute worst-case scenario is a lateral attack.
A lateral attack. So when the problem jumps from my personal phone to the whole company.
Exactly. Let's say an employee gets hit with a zero-click attack on a Saturday. Monday morning, they walk into the office, and their phone auto-connects to the corporate Wi-Fi.
Or they log into the company VPN from home.
Right. The moment that infected phone connects to the network, the malicious script pivots. It uses the phone as a trusted bridge to bypass all your expensive corporate firewalls.
Because the firewall just sees an authorized employee device.
Exactly. It lets them right in. And once inside, it scans for sensitive data, maybe healthcare records subject to HIPAA regulations, financial databases, and then it deploys ransomware everywhere.
All originating from one single unpatched iPhone.
Yep. The weakest link brings down the whole ship.
Which makes it feel like we're just helpless, like we're sitting ducks waiting for this invisible attack.
But we aren't helpless. And this is the most frustrating part. The real vulnerability here isn't the sophisticated code.
It's us, isn't it?
It's totally us. It's the epidemic of human delay.
We are our own worst enemies. Because when a leak exploit goes public, Apple actually races to create a patch, right?
They do. They engineer a fix specifically to plug that tiny memory leak or formatting error we talked about.
And they push it out as an iOS update. But that fix is completely useless if it just sits in your settings menu.
Exactly. People don't understand that a software update isn't just a cosmetic refresh. It's not just new emojis.
Right. But that's what people think.
When an exploit is actively in the wild, that patch is literally the only wall standing between your business data and a total breach.
But people hit remind me later.
All the time. By delaying the update, you're consciously leaving your deadbolt broken while knowing a burglar is walking down your street.
It's so true. You're busy, you get that red notification badge, and you just swipe it away because you don't want your phone restarting for 10 minutes.
Or people actually turn off automatic updates completely to save storage space.
Which is a huge mistake. The emojis are just the candy coating to get you to swallow the security patch.
That's a great way to put it.
And honestly, realizing how bad our digital habits are is exactly why you should make this this deep dive, a regular habit. CDML publishes new blog posts every Tuesday and Thursday.
It's the best way to stay ahead of these behavioral blind spots.
Absolutely. Okay, so let's move from the problem to the solution. How do we actually fix this today?
Lynn Kaplan's message is super clear here. Do not wait for the weekend. Action step 1 is for your personal device.
Right. You're holding your phone right now. Go to Settings, then tap General, then Software Update.
If there is an update waiting, install it immediately. No excuses.
And while you're in there, make sure the toggle for automatic updates is turned on, right?
Yes. Let the operating system do the heavy lifting overnight while the phone is plugged in. Remove your own procrastination from the equation.
And after it updates, You should actually restart the device completely. Power it down, turn it back on.
Just to make sure all the new security protocols are fully active in the memory.
Okay, there's another really good tip in here about digital clutter. The apps we never use.
Oh, yeah. Orphaned apps are a massive liability.
Like that random puzzle game I downloaded for a flight 3 years ago.
Exactly. If the developer abandons an app, it stops getting security updates. So that old game might have a permanent backdoor into your phone.
Wow. So I just need to delete anything I don't actively use.
Shrink your digital footprint, shrink your attack surface.
Okay, so those are great steps for my personal phone. But what if I'm running a business with, like, 50 employees?
That is where the stakes change entirely.
Because I can't just send a polite email and cross my fingers that 50 people actually tapped update before connecting to the server.
No, relying on the honor system for corporate cybersecurity is a recipe for disaster. You have to shift to systemic enforcement.
Which brings up mobile device management, or MDM.
Yes, crucial technology for small businesses.
Think of MDM like a digital fleet manager. If you run a delivery company, you don't just hand a driver the keys and say, hey, try to check the brakes eventually.
Right, you'd be out of business in a week.
Exactly. The fleet manager verifies that every van has working brakes and seatbelts before it ever leaves the lot. MDM does that for smartphones and laptops connecting to your network.
It establishes conditional access. So when an employee's phone tries to connect to company email, the MDM system interrogates it first.
It checks the operating system version.
Right. And if that phone is running an old, vulnerable version of iOS, the MDM platform automatically blocks it.
It just cuts them off.
Completely. It tells the employee, you cannot read this client email until you tap install on your software update.
Oh, I love that. It totally removes the remind me later option when company data is on the line.
It forces compliance. Plus, MDM monitors for weird behavior if a phone tries to download a massive database at 3 a.m.
Which is a huge red flag for an automated script.
The MDM system catches the anomaly, isolates the device instantly, and contains the breach.
But even with all that tech, you still need to train your people, right?
Absolutely. Education is key. Employees need to understand why these policies exist. They need to know that a zero-click attack on their personal phone can genuinely compromise the company's payroll system.
It's all connected. And, zooming out for a second, this specific iPhone exploit is really just a symptom of a much larger trend.
It is. The whole cybersecurity landscape is shifting.
Cybercrime is becoming so democratized. It's heavily automated, widely available, and hyper-focused on mobile devices.
Because our phones are the central nervous system of our businesses now.
Right. And the fact that someone with almost zero technical skills can buy an exploit kit and unleash a digital Roomba to hack a business in Queens, it's terrifying.
Which is why reactive defense is completely obsolete. You can't just wait to read a scary headline and then scramble to check your systems.
You need a proactive strategy already in place. And this is exactly where a managed service provider like CDML becomes literally indispensable.
Because a small business owner shouldn't be spending their weekends trying to configure MDM policies.
No, CDML takes that entirely off your plate. They manage the relentless patching cycle across all your devices.
They provide the 24/7 monitoring to catch those invisible background breaches.
They handle the cybersecurity training for your staff. And, critically, they build incident response plans.
Right, so if an automated script does somehow find a way in, the CDML team knows exactly how to isolate and eradicate it immediately.
So you can actually focus on running your business.
Exactly. This iPhone alert will eventually fade from the news, but the underlying threat of automated attacks is permanent.
So keeping your systems universally updated is the absolute baseline of survival now.
And if you're listening to this and feeling a little unsure, like maybe you aren't 100% confident every device touching your data is fully patched, you don't have to figure it out alone.
You really don't. You can reach out to CDML Computer Services. They'll do a comprehensive review of your security posture and find those invisible gaps.
They'll make sure you are hardened against these automated threats.
Wow, I want to leave you with one final lingering thought for the day. Think about your phone right now.
Just sitting there on your desk.
Think about the apps buried in a folder on the third page of your home screen, the ones you haven't opened in 2 years.
Yeah, we all have them.
Are they really just taking up storage space? Or are they silently sitting in the dark, completely unpatched, acting as an open window just waiting to be discovered by a digital Roomba?
It's a very sobering reality check. Perfect reason to do a device audit today.
Absolutely. Take 10 minutes today, install your updates, delete the digital clutter, and lock your device down.
And get your business protected.
Yes. To ensure your organization is operating with that same level of security, I highly invite you to visit CDML.com. Have their team review your security posture, and definitely subscribe to the blog to keep this intelligence flowing.
Stay safe, stay informed, and stay compliant.
We're Jemmy and I. Thanks for listening. Till next time.